one of my advantages, I guess, being like predominantly a listing agent is I have a really good idea of like what sellers look at in this market, you know, because that's who I work with.
Let's talk about that. Actually, let's talk about that, Eric. What do sellers look for in this market? You know, like when you've got 15 offers, you over ask, you've got appraisal guarantees, you got cash offers, you've got all this stuff, and people are writing letters and doing escalation clauses, right? They're doing everything they can to get these. And so you're getting a lot of good offers. It's not, I bet you like on a nice listing, you're not getting a lot of bad offers, right? They're going to be all really competitive because they know they have to be. So how, as a listing agent, do you look at all these offers? Do you automatically go for the highest one, or do you look for other nuances that people aren't looking at?
So I always look at the most like guaranteed money, right? So the first thing I look at is the appraisal guarantee. You know, if I have a $200,000 listing and I got an offer for, and I was confident it was an appraisal around 200, and I got an offer for 250 with no guarantee and an offer for 225 with a 20K guarantee, I'm accepting that 225 offer all day, or at least recommending to my client. Yeah. And so, like appraisal guarantee is always number one. And then, you know, free occupancy is another big one, just because that's, you know, could anywhere from $1,000 to $4,000 or depending on the price point of just guaranteed cash because you're living rent free there for 30 to 60 days. So those are the two biggest things that I look at. And then just like I always ask agents when they write offers on my listings to include something around the inspection, basically just acknowledging that they're not going to ask for any repairs under X amount of dollars. Just to kind of give us some more reassurance. They're not going to ask for a bunch of BS after
they're not going to nickel and dime you down at the end.
Waste our time. Yeah. Right. So those are the three biggest things. I mean, EMD obviously not one of the biggest weighted things that I look at least just because there's such a rare occurrence where the seller actually ever retains that. You know, obviously it's important to have it be at least a significant amount for the buyer to where they're not just willing to walk away after 45 days. But I don't weight that super heavily, and kind of all the same too with like down payment. I mean, yeah, obviously I'd prefer a higher down payment, but if somebody's putting down 5% so they can give me a 25K guarantee instead of 20%,
right?
I don't care as long as it's still a conventional mortgage. You know, at the end of the day, I'm not necessarily discounting a lower down payment just for the sake of that. I'm looking at all the terms just to figure out, you know, where I think we have the most guaranteed cash.